and Emerson, and today we are going to be showing you makeup tips. We're going to do makeup on Emmy, and we're going to show you how you can do different makeup on different faces, how you can make it soft, how you can make it bold. We're going to show you how to do everything.
Yay! And by the end of this video, if you are bad in the beginning, you will be complete experts on makeup.
Yeah. And this makeup tutorial is meant for kids, which means we have more of a clear complexion, but you could still use these tips if you're a grown up.
So scientific.
Yeah.
And make sure to subscribe so that you can become a new sprinkle that we will add to our cupcake. And we are trying to get as much sprinkles on our cupcake as possible.
Because we love those sprinkles.
Sprinkles deserve to be on cupcakes, and cupcakes deserve sprinkles.
Yes.
And also make sure to give us a big thumbs up.
And leave in the comments below, tell us more makeup tips and what was your favorite. Now let's get started. Okay, so we're just starting with the clean face. And I'm gonna add this awesome moisturizer that I'll show you guys later. Basically, you just wanna add it in really even portions. If you add too little, it's not gonna do anything. And yeah, you don't wanna have extra product on your face you're not using. But you don't wanna add too much because then your skin could look really oily. So you just wanna get enough so that it's all over your skin. I'm just gonna try to pick out a foundation color for Emmy. We're not putting this all over her face, so we don't need too much. This is the color I use, and our skin is pretty similar, so I'm just gonna try out this one. Okay, so that color's too light. Now I'm gonna try out a darker color. This color looks good. Emmy's a lot more tan than me because she's outside a lot more. I'm super pale, as you can see. Okay, let me go try this out. Okay, now I'm gonna add on the foundation I chose, and I'm just gonna add it to the bridge of her nose and her cheeks where her freckles are, because we really want to cover them up. It gives it a more natural look, and also we want to make her eyes more awake by lightening them, and we want to highlight the nose. Okay, so now we're just gonna get out this highlighter slash concealer. It's a 2-in-1. It's basically just like the same thing, but whatever. So we're gonna add this to the inner corners of her eyes to lighten them up and to highlight them and make her look more awake, because her eyes are the best feature in her face and we really want to show that by highlighting it. So when you add this highlighter slash concealer, it makes it pop out more. I'm also going to add just a little on the tip of her nose just to kind of even it out a little bit. So now I'm just going to add the highlighter in the inner corner of her eyes and on her brow bone. In the end, I end up putting a little bit on her nose just to even it out, so her eyes aren't just super popping out while everything else is a little more bland. And we really want to get this right because a little bit of highlighter can really make a difference. And if you overdo it, you can end up looking a lot older than you actually are. So I'm just going to continue to add it in the corners of her eyes, making sure that I don't get any in her eye and that I do not get it in the under her eye, because guys, trust me, I've tried to put under my eye, but it ends up just highlighting your imperfections instead of covering. So it's time for the eyeshadow. You know, naturally girls have a darker eyelids than most guys, so that's what we're gonna try to go for here because it ends up giving a more feminine look. So I think I'm going to try out this color because it's just a bit darker than Emmy's skin tone, and that's going to be our transition shade, which is kind of like the shade you use the most, and it's not the most intense. It's just kind of there to smooth out the harsher shades. So let's go put this on. Okay, so now it's time to pick a shade that's a little bit more dark. This is going to be our darkest shade, and we're putting it on the very outer corners of our eyes. The highlighter we put on the inner corners, but this we won't put on the outer corners. So I'm going to use this shade. It's my favorite pink, like you can tell. I could use this one, but I'm going to use this one. And basically, I'm going to try to imitate a cat eye, which I'm sure you guys know is like a pretty dramatic thing of makeup. It's also like a winged eyeliner, you might know it as, but it's just the same thing where you try to extend your eyes a little bit. So usually, most of the time you do that with eyeliner, but I'm going to try to mimic that with eyeshadow so it's more subtle. Okay, let's go. Okay, so right here, I'm just gonna keep blending it really well, and I'm gonna try to mimic a cat eye. Okay, so with that pinky color, the cat eye was working a little bit. Oh wait, where'd my brush go? Oh, here it is. Anyway, the cat eye was working pretty well, but I want to make it a little more noticeable. So I'm gonna use this really dark blue because I actually don't really have any eyeliner or dark colors. So this is the darkest color I have. So I'm just gonna make it work. So now I'm going to add the contour, which is basically just a shade darker than your foundation. And I'm just going to use it to highlight her cheekbones. This color looks good because that's just the shade darker than this color, which is what I used for her foundation. I'm going to go put it on. Okay, so now I'm just going to add the contour to her cheeks to make her cheekbones look higher and more prominent. So basically, I'm just using a Q-tip as a beauty blender because I don't have a beauty blender. So I just ran it over water and it just works the same, really. So I added a bit too much on her cheek, so I really had to water that down, as you can see I'm doing here. Okay, so we already did highlighter, but I felt like it was necessary to do it on the cheekbones too. So I'm just grabbing some more of this high beam and I'm just gonna blend it out in her cheekbones. Okay, so now I'm just gonna add it to her cheekbones, blending it out, making sure that I don't blend it out too much, but it's not blotchy. Okay, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of this and a little bit of this, just to make her lips pop out a little bit. So okay guys, I'm just adding this to make her lips more pigmented in a darker red color. Okay, so I worked with the other one, but it wasn't really giving me much pigment. So now I'm gonna use one of my favorites, this Dandelion lip gloss, which is super shimmery and it's like this rose gold color. So I'm gonna add it to her lips. Hopefully it'll make a big difference. Okay, so this is the moisturizer stuff I did. It's shea butter and it's sparkle butter, which I just love this because it's just a nice moisturizer slash lotion-y bobber. And this is just my makeup kit I've had forever that I got from Claire's. And let me just open it. It has like this palette. It comes with a mirror and it has like lip glosses too. I mean, it's not like the best makeup, but it has a super wide range of selections. And this one, Feelin' Dandy, I got from I got as a gift, and it comes with all these tips for you to do your makeup, and even comes with a mirror. And this is kind of like lip stain, but you can put it on your cheeks too. I just don't like to do it because it can come out a little streaky. This is the highlighter slash concealer. It's really good because it's a 2-in-1, and 2-in-1s are really good because you don't have to use as much product on your face. And this is the brush with the blush, I guess. And this is just lip shimmer. I love this so much. The reason why you don't want to put so much product on your face is because after a while, if you have a lot of makeup on, it can get dry. But that's no reason to not wear makeup. It's just if you don't have to put a lot of product on, then don't do it. Just do what you need. So
I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
make sure to give it a big thumbs up.
I'll say that again. And also, I hope that you guys are now experts and you understand all the tips we were showing you guys, because I really hope it was also useful for you guys, because I thought it was useful for me when she was doing it on me. So
also remember that you don't need to wear makeup to look pretty. Everyone is pretty in their own special way, and you shouldn't try to cover that up.